Hello, 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 hello. There we go. There we go. Oh, bada boom. I don't know. Are we getting sound? I didn't want to do this. There you go. I shot the gun. Okay, welcome aboard, everybody. That's right. Just playing along with the trying to see if we get sound, and we got sound. Good morning to everybody here in the chat room on a lovely. Thank you, Unholy Toledo. It is a lovely Tuesday morning, and let's get right to it. As we say, welcome aboard on a lovely Tuesday morning. Thanks to everybody for joining us in the chat room, and away we go. That wakes up Andrea. She'll be coming down the pike pretty soon. Okay, Jacoby Ellsbury, Jordan Montgomery. Who else you want? D.D. Gregorius, Luis Severino, Ben Heller. Don't forget him. Dylan Betances, Giancarlo Stanton, Troy Tulowitzki, Greg Bird, Aaron Judge, James Paxton, Jonathan Loaiza, and there you go. All right, and it's I think one of the great stories of fantasy baseball in a long, long time is to see a team. Oh my goodness gracious! Good morning, sweetheart. And she begins to scratch the back, and away we go. All right, so a tremendous opportunity for the Yankees to create history with all these players coming back. It's a really a remarkable achievement that the Yankees are doing what they're doing. By the way, with the first quarter of the season now in the rearview mirror, we got a bunch of two call-ups coming up. Rare do we have it that two call-ups get called up in the same day, so it's happening now. And let's see what we can do to talk about them, okay? Let's talk about the two call-ups. How about that? First one would be Nicky Lopez, who kind of snuck up on me a little bit. Okay, the Royals decided to start making changes, and the first step is to debut the highly regarded infielder Nicky Lopez, being brought up into the major leagues, and he's look, what he's done in AAA absolutely speaks for himself. Jake Newberry, by the way, was optioned to AAA. He's not on the 40-man roster, so a corresponding move will be announced on Tuesday. Now, here's the skinny on Lopez. He was the Royals' fifth-round selection in 2016, and he has been killing it in Omaha. 353 batting average, 6 doubles, 3 homers. He has 27 runs scored, and here's the thing, he also has 9 stolen bases. Last year, he split the year between Double-A and Triple-A, and he hit 308. He did lead all of the Royals minor leaguers in hits with 155, and he won the organization's George Brett Award for the top minor league player. And there you go. Good morning to everybody just joining us and entering the chat room. So talking about Nicky Lopez, first month and a half of the season, his contact rates have been absolutely unbelievable. He's versatile, he's athletic, and he's exactly what they need. He played 14 games at second base. He played 16 at shortstop. And with Alberto Mondesi entrenched as the everyday shortstop, looks like Lopez is going to play second base. And that means that Whit Merrifield will now be moved to the outfield on an everyday basis. He's played there before. How about that? So it's been discussed with Merrifield before the decision was made. Merrifield hitting at about 285, something like that, with a 340 on-base percentage. So he's become a team leader along with Alex Gordon and Sal Perez. So Merrifield did sign off on the move. Chris Owings remains on the roster as the backup shortstop in a utility role defensively. Solar will still play right field at times. He'll see most of his at-bats as a DH, with Merrifield now moving into the outfield, okay? That's it. Cha-Cha I can't hear because it's 6 o'clock in the morning, right? So there you go. Lopez, they say he showed a tremendous work ethic, and now Nicky Lopez is all yours if you want him. Now, a player that we have been talking about for a long time, Oscar Mercado. He's 24. He's expected to be activated for Tuesday afternoon's game against the White Sox. That's today. That's Tuesday. Thank you, Andrea, contributing to this podcast this morning. And it's unbelievable, guaranteed rate field. Holy mackerel! Uh, he's expected to take the place of Tyler Naquin, who missed his third straight game Monday with a strained left calf. Francona said that Naquin was scheduled to start but couldn't run at full speed. So, there you go. You put him down and you bring up Mercado. They acquired Mercado at the end of July from St. Louis, and he came into spring training. He was the talk of the camp. He was a right-handed hitting center fielder who was 16 for 40 with 3 homers. That's a 400 batting average if you're scoring at home. He continued to hit AAA. In 30 games, he's 18 for 64. That's around 294. 4 homers, 15 RBIs. And he is, 14 stolen bases in 17 attempts. So he's ready to go, and there you go. And Cha-Cha's in Arizona, and there you go. All right, with the chat room, most of the people in their seats. Let's say hello to Adam from Rochester, Beach Bum from Myrtle Beach. Let's say hello to Cam and Cam from the great state of Arizona, Cha-Cha, the Amazings, the Met fan. Dennis Timko, the Doc, is in the house from St. Louis. Donkey Okie, the Devaka Bizzle, the Easy Kill, Jonathan Danger Cole, and Dang Me, Meckert, Tito Luna. Philly Chaplin is here, Real Double A, Timothy My Hooker, Unholy Toledo, White Sox Gal. It's great to have you aboard. Now, tonight, we got all of a sudden, this is a key matchup. All right, everybody's looking forward to the matchup between Clayton Kershaw. Now, he's always part of the big matchup. And who is he up against? Holy mackerel, the matchup of the century. Are you overrating this guy? Chris Paddock. Okay, Clayton Kershaw and Piss Caddick. All right, so look. He's got a 155 ERA, leads the majors in walks, hits allowed per inning, fewest hits allowed per 9 innings, and he's made just 7 starts, and now he's getting equal billing with Clayton Kershaw for the greatest matchup in the history of baseball tonight, Bull Dinky and Poppycock. I would love to see Paddock get belting around, and I don't have him on any team. I don't. That doesn't mean that I'm rooting against him. But here's a guy with 7 starts. To say him in the same sentence as Clayton Kershaw doesn't really do it justice. Okay, so first, look, Paddock has done well. He's not a finished product. His fastball and changeup alone can shut down a lineup, but he has to continue. He's got to take that curveball to another level if he really wants to be in the same sentence as Clayton Kershaw, okay? And, he'll probably even add a 4th pitch. So he knows what he's got to do. He's not there yet. I'm telling you, I will be totally happy to see Paddock get bashed around today against Clayton Kershaw, okay? There you go. Everybody's talking to each other. Now, let's go around the horn and talk about what's going on in fantasy baseball and Major League Baseball. First of all, let me tell you, as we hit Arizona, that who do you think leads all qualified hitters with hard hit rate? Name the player with a 62% hard hit rate, and that leads all qualified hitters with a 62% hard hit rate. And then we'll get into then we'll go around the horn. Had to throw out the first trivia question. Easy Kill says his father-in-law coming home from the hospital tonight. So thank you so much, Easy Kill, for telling us, and thank you. Of course, Andrea sticks her nostrils in, right, and gets the answer. Christian Walker leads all qualified hitters. Joey Gallo is 2nd. Josh Donaldson is 3rd. This is hard hit rate. Christian Yelich is 4th. Cody Bellinger is 5th. So, nice going, Ed. How did you just woke up? You're up for about 45 seconds, and you get the trivia question? I could just see, in her sleep, she rolls around, and she thinks of Christian Walker. And hard hit, well, that would be funny, right? I don't want to, say I don't know what you call it, but she's probably imagine a woman thinking of hard hit rate. and referring to Christian Walker. I don't know. Something, it was close. She's close. Hard hit rate. All right, anyway, Robbie Ray struck out his 800th batter, okay? And that achieves that milestone in only the second fewest games, 125, by a left-handed pitcher in Major League Baseball history. Right? All right, Andy, let's see. Yeah, you look ravishing today. So let's see you get this one. Robbie Ray struck out his 800th batter. All right, second fewest games to strike out 800 batters, 125, by a lefty in Major League Baseball history. Who was quicker? Okay, Kershaw was 128. Okay, he did it in 125. Randy Johnson and Scott Kazmir were 129. Who struck out 800 batters quicker, all right, than Robbie Ray? Okay, all right, Who struck out 800 batters quicker? So, look, after rolling through the season's first month, the Arizona Diamondbacks offense hit an ugly stretch in the last week. All right, so yeah, they couldn't come up with hits in scoring situations. They couldn't even come up with hits at all. So, of course, what do you do when you seek a solution to their problem? They change things up. All right, and then they watched as their hitters went out and clobbered the Pirates 9-3 at Chase Field, snapping a 3-game losing streak. No, it's not Johan. Good one. Traveler is here. Good morning. Wasn't Johan. White Sox Al has joined us. Good morning to White Sox Al, if you were here before. White Sox Al and only Toledo and Zelmo. I always have to say hello to them if they're here or not. So there you go. Diamondbacks hit 220 while averaging 2.6 runs a night in the past week. Nobody cared how and why. They just shook it up a little bit. So Robbie Ray, in 5 games this season, the Diamondbacks have scored 39 runs against the Pirates pitching staff, and that's a unit that entered the day with the 6th best ERA in the National League. And if you take away those 5 games, the Pirates' ERA drops from 4.26 to 3.74. Big deal. Okay, so there you go. It was a good showing by the Arizona Diamondbacks, okay? Atlanta Braves, okay, attacked an area of the strike zone. They threw a lot of fastballs, okay, and they threw them at Christian Walker, and I'll tell you what, Walker didn't have the answers. So Walker began the season. Remember, Christian Walker began this. By the way, the pitcher with the most, who got to 800 strikeouts the most, is Frank Tanana. Come on, Andrea, get it back on your game. So Walker, remember, he started the year red hot. 7 hits in his first 15 at-bats. And he wanted, he started getting Walker in that lineup before Jake Lamb had that quad injury. So, but he had a cold stretch now. And difficulty hitting in a league that is making constant adjustments, and he's making adjustments back. So Walker is concentrating on a lot of the data that comes, a lot of swing and misses by Walker. So he was hitting 286 with 157 plate appearances. So he's trying to stay within his approach and yet at the same time make changes. Okay, so there you go. Good morning to Jimmy Ross, who has just joined us in the chat room. Okay? Good morning to Jimmy. Now, in Atlanta, Austin Riley was named the International League Batter of the Week for May 6th through May 12th, and he was 8 for 27 with 4 homers, 8 RBIs, and 7 runs scored in his .778 slugging percentage. He had his 4th multi-game home run of the season. He had 2 homers against Buffalo on May 8th, all right? He played third base. He played left field. He's batting 336 games in his second season with Gwinnett. And as of Monday, he leads the International